Hello ladies, welcome back to Tickle Darling. My name is Olivia and I was having a bit of tickle play yesterday and came up with a fun rose style wrap with this beautiful scarf from one of the Leorah kits. I believe it was the version 3, and I shared it. A bunch of people asked for a tutorial, so I thought I'd give you a really quick tutorial today on how I created this. I will say that the rose turns out completely different, or just, it turns out differently each time I do it. But it's still big and huge. But I will show you how I accomplish this. It's easier than you think. And honestly, all this volume is because the scarf is really great. It's a stiff scarf. I'm just gonna take it off right quick. Okay, so what I did is I have on my Wendy, and this one's the blonde one. I think yesterday I used the white one, but this one was next to my chair when I started filming, so I grabbed it. I folded over the edge of the scarf and tied it on my head with a shorter tail and a longer tail. It doesn't have to be that big of a difference. It's just the way it worked out this time. I'm taking the long tail side and I am folding it into thirds so that when I bring it up, it's nice and neat on the side. And then I'm going to try to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so when I get to where I want the center of the rose to be, I'm just going to tie a quick knot. And give it a good pull. Now, I did do a similar styling in another video with 2 scarves, but this was just a single fun scarf. Now I opened up the short tail, and I'm just going to turn it in on itself, just kind of spin. This is spinning to the front. You can spin to the back, and I'll scooch closer. This edge, it happens to be the shorter edge. You have the longer one. I'm rolling it in. I can put this back here for a second. I'm rolling it in to create that center piece of the rose. And I'm going to place a pin in there, as you can see. Okay, so this is what I have so far. Again, I'm going to spin this. Don't be too tight with it. Don't pull too tight, just kind of keep it open. I probably will end up adding more pins and playing with it. Just spinning it. And if you're like me right this minute, I am not happy with the way that looks, I can start again. I may even try retying the knot and having the short tail come up into the back. You'd be surprised how much of a difference that makes. Okay. So if you hear the buzzing and the beeping, I'm washing laundry. Life happens. So I'm pinning here. I'm kind of spinning, just like so, taking the edge. Sometimes it's easier for me to just let my hands do the talking, if that makes any sense. But try to give you a good amount of dialogue explaining. Okay, so I pin that in. And then we've got this nice center portion. You can add more pins if you're going to be active, running about. I recommend putting more pins in it. If you're not going to be doing much, you don't have to. Like I said, this whole look, the fabulousness of the rose is because this scarf is extra. I mean, it is extra stiff, extra awesome. Okay, so I'm going to roll this under like so, just loosely. Make it sort of like we're making a croissant. Everything turns to food with me. All right, and we just adjust it up. Again, this is a very organic process, and each time you do it, it will come out differently, just like a natural rose. No two look exactly the same. I have my beautiful tail here, and I'm going to take the pin and I'm going to put it here. Now I've got this big piece here. Okay, I just stuff it on under like so. And I take one of these magical stabbers and put it in, being careful not to stab yourself in the head. Just like that. And again, you know, just fuss with it until it is where you'd like it. Yesterday when I made this, when I took the pictures, this was on my forehead and it drove me completely insane. An hour later, I was ready to rip it off. So if you don't mind it rubbing here, you can just leave it flat. I want it a little off my forehead. I don't want it to touch. I want it to be suspended above. So as you can see, I've got a nice bit of space here. And I'm just pinning where I think would be pretty and adjusting. And this is the finished rose. It's an organic process, so it will change, but this scarf is amazing. Amazing. It holds its shape really well. It has lots of body stiffness, and I just love it. So I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Bye.